You're at a glamorous party on a cliffside estate, surrounded by people who seem to have it all: wealth, beauty, influence. The air is thick with secrets, and every conversation feels like it's hiding something just out of reach. Have you ever wondered what you'd do to be part of that world? Or what you might lose in the process? That's exactly the kind of question Netflix's Sirens throws at us, and today, I'm pulling back the curtain on this mysterious limited series. But stick around, because there are a few twists in this story that will make you question everything you think you know about power, temptation, and who's really in control. Let's start with the obvious. Sirens takes its name from Greek mythology, those legendary women whose voices lured sailors to their doom. So naturally, you'd expect the show's main characters, Kiki and Simone, to be the modern-day sirens, right? But what if I told you that by the end, the real siren might not be who you think? That's our first mystery box: who is truly pulling the strings, and who is just a pawn? The show's opening episodes immerse us in a world that feels both familiar and unsettling. There's a White Lotus-esque soundscape that keeps you on edge, and a cast of characters who seem to have it all figured out. But as we dig deeper, we realize that appearances can be deceiving. One of the most powerful lines in the series comes when the women say, "We didn't pursue them, they came to us." It's a statement that flips the script on power and desire. Are the sirens really the ones doing the luring, or are people simply drawn to them by their own ambitions? This leads us to an even more fascinating discovery: the real danger in Sirens isn't the song, it's the longing inside those who listen. Take Simone, for example. She starts out as someone on the outside, looking in, desperate to be part of Kiki's world. The more she gets, the more she loses herself, until her identity is almost completely consumed by the need to belong. Why does she cling so tightly to this new life? Here's our second mystery box: what is Simone running from, and what is she willing to sacrifice to never look back? Kiki, meanwhile, is rumored to be running a cult, but is it really about devotion, or just about being seen in the right circles? Her bird sanctuary is less about the birds and more about the status it confers. People flock to her, not because they care about her cause, but because they want to be close to her power. It's a sharp commentary on how influence works in the real world. But here's where things get even more interesting. Peter, Kiki's husband, is the one who holds the real power: financial, emotional, and even existential. He sets the rules, and everyone else scrambles to keep up. Could it be that the true siren is hiding in plain sight? That's our third mystery box. Watch closely, because the answer might surprise you. The show doesn't let the women off the hook, though. There's a moment when Devon, desperate to be left alone, tells others to back off, but they keep pursuing her. It's a subtle reminder that sometimes, the ones being lured are actually chasing their own destruction. So who's really responsible? The one singing the song, or the one who can't resist following it? As we reach the finale, Simone finds herself standing on a cliff, looking out over her new kingdom. She's taken Kiki's place, but for how long? We've seen others rise and fall before her. Will she be any different? This leads us to our final mystery box: is power ever truly yours, or is it just borrowed until someone else comes along? So, what's the big takeaway from Sirens? It's not just a story about mythological temptresses. It's about the illusions of power, the games people play to stay on top, and the price of wanting more than you can handle. Kiki might seem like the ultimate siren, but in the end, it's Peter who has the last word. And Simone? She's both a victim and a new player in the game. Now, let's talk about whether Sirens is worth your time. Honestly, I found the story intriguing, but it's the visuals, the haunting score, and the performances that really stand out. Meghann Fahy as Devon is the character most of us can relate to: lost, confused, and trying to make sense of a world that doesn't quite fit. Milly Alcock brings real depth to Simone, especially in those moments of panic and obsession. And Julianne Moore as Kiki? She's mesmerizing and unsettling, often without saying a word. The bird sanctuary subplot adds a layer of metaphor. Kiki's care for the birds is her way of nurturing something she can't have in her own life. And Felix Solis as Jose? His calm presence is a welcome contrast, even if I kept picturing him as Omar Navarro from Ozark. The music deserves a special mention. Those eerie vocals and haunting piano scales will stick with you long after the credits roll. If you're a fan of shows that leave you with more questions than answers, Sirens is definitely worth a look. But if you're hoping for a straightforward thriller, this might not be your cup of tea. At just 5 episodes, it's an easy binge, and whether you watch it for the performances, the visuals, or the deeper themes, you'll find something to chew on. So, here's my challenge to you: watch Sirens, and see if you can unravel its mysteries before the final credits roll. Who do you think the real siren is? What would you be willing to risk for a taste of power or acceptance? Drop your theories and reactions in the comments below. I can't wait to hear your take. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a breakdown of your favorite shows and movies. You'll get sharp insights, hidden details, and the kind of analysis that makes every binge session more rewarding. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes the most dangerous song is the one you don't even realize you're hearing. See you in the next one.